What is going on, everyone? The rookie draft class for the Houston Texans was on full display in last night's preseason victory over the New England Patriots, where the Houston Texans won 20-9. Fans were so excited to see C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson Jr., Tank Dell, and all these players had their ups and downs, and we saw some surprises from the rest of this draft class. Drew Scruggs had a good day. Henry Tua looked solid. We're going to talk about the rookie performances, but before we do, welcome everyone to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I am your host, Ruben Calvillo. I drop daily Houston Texans content, and I am at every single open training camp practice that the Houston Texans have available to the public. So make sure you guys are following me on my Twitter, Instagram, TikTok for the latest Houston Texans news, rumors, and updates. The practice will be this Wednesday. It will be a joint practice with the Miami Dolphins. That is going to be so much fun. And if you are new here to the channel, welcome. I just hit 7K. Let's go ahead and hit 10K by the end of the season. And let's go ahead and start and talk about the rookie performance and last night's victory. Now it starts with quarterback C.J. Stroud, and I gave him a C+ yesterday. I'm going to stay with that today. We only saw C.J. Stroud for a handful of plays, and that was designed by new head coach DeMeco Ryans. This is from Brooks Cabina. DeMeco Ryans said it was the plan to give C.J. Stroud 10 to 12 reps last night. He thought Stroud did do some things well when plays broke down. It was good to see him move around and improvise. Also thought it was good for him to make a mistake, to make him pay, and to learn from it. You know, he started off the game hot with a pass to Nico Collins where Nico trucked Christian Gonzalez, and then it kind of went downhill from there. You know, took an unnecessary sack, should have threw the ball away. But there were some moments where C.J. Stroud looked good when he improvised and got out of a would-be sack and ran for 5 yards, or another one he found a receiver for another short yard game. C.J. Stroud, he had some moments, but of course, you saw the ugly interception where he tried to find Tank Dell, who destroyed the cornerback on that route. You know, he would have had tight end Dalton Schultz for about 5 to 8 yards. It would have been a first down. The Texans would have punted it. You live to see another play. And he talked about that also. He said, it's tough. I mean, the competitor in me was like, Coach, let me go back out there. Let me fix my wrongdoings. But like you said, it is just preseason. It's a learning opportunity for myself and really the whole football team. And it was good to kind of see the second group in there. Stroud had a bad interception, but also barely played in the game. He didn't have a chance to make up for it. Luckily, it is just preseason. I already see the overreactions of fans calling him a bust. Look, if C.J. Stroud would have went out there and absolutely dominated, we would have been saying this is the offensive rookie of the year. This is QB1. The thing about preseason is you can't be too negative and you can't be too positive. And shout out to number 10, Davis Mills, for making some plays and put the Houston Texans ahead. Now we talk about number 51, Area 51, Will Anderson Jr. This is from Ben Arthur. DeMeco Ryans on Will Anderson Jr.'s preseason debut. Good first game for him, but also there are things to improve in terms of just alignment technique. Those are the things he has to improve on as well. The number 3 overall pick played 9 snaps and had 1 tackle and 1 pressure. At one point, the New England Patriots double-teamed Will Anderson Jr. On that Denzel Perryman sack, he came screaming off the edge, would force the quarterback to step up in the pocket, and it was just an easy pickings for Denzel Perryman. This Houston Texans defense, guys, is going to be legit. There was, I don't think, if any, missed tackles at all. They were locked in the entire game. The intensity from the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, it didn't come off the field. Shout out to head coach DeMeco Ryans for really embodying this swarm mentality. This defense was on it, man. And Will Anderson Jr., if he can continue these type of performances where he's just showing out, man, he's going to make me so exciting for the future of this Houston Texans defense. Now, the star of last night's game was obviously Tank Dell, who had 65 yards and 1 touchdown. Did that all with D. Millie. There was at one point he told Davis Mills to bring the ball up because I want to get some yards after the catch. And man, Tank Dell was special. After tonight's performance, you can have real conversation. Is this guy going to be our wide receiver 1? He was getting so much love on Good Morning America. He put up the most yards so far in the preseason for a Houston Texans rookie. Tank Dell was everything advertised coming out of the University of Houston. Look at that acrobatic touchdown that he had in last night's game. You would think that's just luck, but there was a video of Tank Dell catching tennis balls, and he is, looking back, doing acrobatic catches. He's practiced for this, and Tank Dell has balled out so far in training camp. He put on an absolute show last night. You can have some real conversations about him being Offensive Rookie of the Year. Dude, he was special. Shout out to number 13, Tank Dell. Juice Scruggs played a majority of the first quarter and majority of the second quarter and looked good in my opinion. The rookie center was one of the only starters. The other one was Kenyon Green. Kenyon Green looked decent, had some moments where they were iffy, but him and Juice Scruggs, I didn't find a reason to be negative about them. This is a rookie at the end of the day, and he was run blocking well. He was pass protecting well. He was communicating very well with Kenyon Green. There was a play where he had a pass off a defender to Kenyon Green to take off one of the New England Patriots who was coming in on a stunt. He stopped that. I need to see more of that from Juice Scruggs. We knew he was going to be the starting center for this Houston Texans offensive line sooner rather than later. Another rookie that balled out, Henry To'oTo'o, made so many plays in last night's preseason game. I think he led the team in tackles with 6, but you see the vision there. Him and Christian Harris, they're going to be your linebackers 1 and 2 for the next 5 to 6 years, and he absolutely showed it. Henry To'oTo'o has been balling out and training camp. This linebacker room, the competition is so stiff, but to see one of your late round picks ball out towards the end of the game, it makes you wonder, can Henry To'oTo'o put enough preseason good games together where maybe we think about putting him with the second linebacker unit, or he's been running with the ones at training camp at some times. What is Henry To'oTo'o going to give you as the season goes on? But overall, man, this draft class, you have to love his performance. Obviously, you want to see C.J. Stroud have a better day. Will Anderson Jr. was lights out. Tank Dell was the star in last night's game. Juice Scruggs showed that he could be your center of the future. And Henry To'oTo'o looked like he could be your linebacker number 2 next to Christian Harris. Guys, I am so excited for next week's preseason game against the Miami Dolphins. Let me know what you thought about this rookie draft class. Is there anything I missed? As always, go Houston Texans. Y'all have a very blessed day.